Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Anders Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Play fake. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Love from the gun.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Love. That is caught.
20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers.
Jaden Reed.
46 yards.
And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. Love throwing for it.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They'll start on the ground with Madison.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
Watch out now. 50 series. Hustle.
Play fake. Here's Love.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
To throw now, here's Love.
Rolling to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Another carry now for Madison.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Here's Madison running on 1st down.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Madison running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Joseph's got it.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Quickly to Addison here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. Touchdown! Jordan Addison.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation, because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down, going to the air with Love. Flush to his right.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Love now to pass on first down.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on first down here.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
They're going to run forward Jones. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, 78 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Joseph on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. An inside give to Jones. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. To throw, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Complete to Addison on the out route.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, They take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Love now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Love, they go play action now. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Akers not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cam Akers
As the first half is winding down.
and the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Nixon now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Love looking to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Reed.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a first down carry by Jones. To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
On the handoff, it's Madison.
Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run on first down with Akers.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
He gets it to Addison.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
Joseph's got it, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an education.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At the 45.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
It's a room to maneuver.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Love to pass.
Flush to his right.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Here comes third and about 4.
They'll go again to Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And LaFleur with some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
And quickly they get to the line. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now the rookie's free.
Down the right sideline.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So the Packer offense coming on. They'll be asked to go for 2.
Ready?
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Now Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull and run. Gets him 9 yards in the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Cousins on 1st down.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that will bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and they will take a 7-point lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
12 yards there, first down Vikings. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Complete. Jefferson the target. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you...
And my goodness, another interception. Powers passed him at the 5.
That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kirk Cousins scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Vikings tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone.
Loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Let's go. Go set. Hut, hut.
Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On play action, Love to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
The kick by Joseph is good.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Come on, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
To throw now, here's Love. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Throwing here, Cousins.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. The
Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Cousins. This is caught. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Madison is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To throw is Cousins. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on the...
And my goodness, another interception. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably so, not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.